Well, welcome to the latest lesson, lesson 2 in the B2 level business English. And today we're going to talk about writing professional emails. I'm just going to forward this link to those who want to watch it. Hang around. Don't disappoint. Writing professional emails. So by the end of the lesson, you're going to learn how to write professional, polite business emails with the kind of correct structure, tone, and vocabulary. And as usual, we're going to start by looking at 10 key words or phrases that we'll need in this lesson about professional emails. So let's start with the first one. Let me see. Nope, not that one. First one, subject. This is an experiment, by the way. Subject. You see that word, subject, or subject line, it's the title of the email, basically. So it's describing what the email is going to be about, the subject or the subject line. Keep the subject line clear and specific. Okay, subject. Word number 2, let's put it over there. Attachment. An attachment, that's a file that you can connect to the email for the person that receives it, can look at a document, a photograph, or something else that you have attached to the email. I've attached the latest report for your review. Subject or subject line, attach. What's the next word? Recipient. See that word there? Let's make it a bit bigger. Recipient. The person who is going to receive the email. So if you send the email to me, I am the recipient. Recipient. Can you say that? Recipient. Please check your emails. Make sure you choose the correct recipient. Okay, you got that? Make sure that's a good security advice as well. Make sure you send the email to the correct recipient. Otherwise, everyone will get it. Okay, the next one, it's not actually a word. It's CC or BCC. You see that? And what is that? And that's the way we copy someone into the email. So they receive a copy of the email. BCC stands for blind carbon copy. So they receive the email, but we don't see their email address. We don't know that they've received the email as well. So there are ways to copy other people into an email. I've CC'd the project manager for visibility. So it is a word really, isn't it? CC'd. We don't say I've carbon copied. We would say I CC'd, or I have CC'd someone into the email. And BCC, do you remember? BCC, carbon copy, blind carbon copy. Okay, next word. Next word, request. Let's make that a bit bigger. Request, to ask for something. And we could say to ask for something politely. If it was very direct, you would demand something. Give me that now. But this is request, so it's a polite way of asking for someone to send you something. I'd like to request your feedback on this email or on this plan, your feedback. I'd like to request your feedback. Okay, you get that? Good, request. The next word, let's make sure what it is. Confirm. So that's check or make something certain or make sure of something. Confirm. So can you confirm you are going to be at the next meeting? Can you confirm the time of the meeting? So confirm. Confirm. The next word, this is a tricky one for newer English learners, and there's ways of saying it differently, but British English, inquiry. Inquiry. That's a noun. The verb is inquire. I inquire. But inquiry is a noun, a thing. So it's a question or a request for information. We've got an example here. Thank you for your inquiry about our services. Thank you for requesting information about our services. Thank you for your inquiry. Inquiry. Okay. Inquiry. Good. Next word. Follow up. Now, what does that mean? Follow up is to contact somebody again. A la orden. You're very welcome for the classes. Thanks for your message. Where were we? Follow up. Contact again later to continue the conversation or to get their answer or response. I'm writing to follow up on my previous email. Follow up. Good. Next one. This is towards the end of the email. Kind regards. Kind regards. Now this is a very polite way of saying it's from me. A polite email ending, you can say. Thank you for your kind regards. Oh no, thank you for your help. Kind regards, Bernard or Magdalena. Kind regards, and then your name. So, kind regards, that's a polite email ending. Sincerely, so that's a very formal ending. Yours sincerely, Mr. Smith. Yours sincerely, Mr. Smith. There are ways of ending emails, there are 100 ways of ending an email, but these are two very polite, very formal ways. Kind regards and yours sincerely. Now, did I put them on the screen? Kind regards. Good. And sincerely. Let's make that bigger. Sincerely. Sincerely. So we got those 10 words. Excellent. Thank you for your comment. Albimar. Good. Okay, so thinking of the grammar, we always use with polite speech and formal speech, modal verbs. Now, do you know what a modal verb is? Can you think of a modal verb? Well, we have words like could, would, may, might, and we use those to kind of sound polite and not direct. So, for example, we could say, send me the file. And that's a very direct way of saying something. Send me the file. It's very direct. It's a bit rude. Perhaps a British English speaker would say, could you please send me the file? Very polite. Another phrase that people could say at work, I need it now. Perhaps a very demanding manager will say, I need it now. A polite British person would say, I'd appreciate if you could send it to me today. So if you could, I would appreciate it. You see, very indirect, polite, and I appreciate all your messages, by the way. Thank you very much, student. Another one more. Tell me when it's ready. Tell me when it's ready. Very direct and a bit rude. Please could you let me know when it's ready? Please could you let me know? And just thinking of structures of an email, we begin with a greeting, dear Mr. or Mrs. or dear, and then the name. A short introduction. I hope you're well. I hope this email finds you well. I hope you're having a good day. It's one of those phrases we can use as after the introduction, the first phrase or two. And then you start explaining the purpose of the email. I'm writing to request whatever you are writing to request. I'm writing to request more information about your services and the costs and the time scale, who knows. So, greeting, short introduction, make sure the purpose is clear, what you request, what you want. And then you can use one of those phrases or the modal verb. Could you please send those details tomorrow so we can begin business as soon as possible. So could you please, I would appreciate if you, blah, blah, blah. I would appreciate, I'd. You know how you shorten that? You can't shorten could you, not in a British formal way, could ya? No, you wouldn't, not in a business way. Could you? But you can shorten I would. You can say I'd. I'd appreciate it if. And at the end, you can say thanks in advance, yours sincerely, or do you remember the other one? Kind regards, and then your name. So that's the email. We're going to look at an example. Hopefully you can see this. Okay, can you see that? It might disappear in a second. So subject, request for updated marketing materials. Dear Mr. Thompson, I hope you're well. I'm writing to request an updated version of the marketing materials we discussed last week. Could you please confirm the email again? Okay. Could you please confirm whether the new designs have been approved? There we go. By the creative team. We plan to send these materials to our clients by the end of the next week. So I'd appreciate if it didn't keep disappearing. Okay. So I'd appreciate if you could send the final few words of the email. This is a good practice for patients. If you could send the final files by Thursday. If there are any delays or changes, please let me know as soon as possible. I've attached the original brochure for your reference, along with feedback from our last meeting. Thank you very much for your time and help. Kind regards, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And so that's an email, a formal email that we can send. It's got the subject, the introduction, the request, the other information, and then finally the sign off at the end. Kind regards. So I'm writing to request. Common formal opening phrase and email. So these are good phrases to make a note of. Writing to request. So as I said, a formal opening phrase. Could you please confirm? So using could, the modal verb. It's an indirect, polite request. I would appreciate if you could send it by tomorrow. A formal and respectful tone, but making sure they understand what you want. If there are any delays, so it's an if statement. Sounds like programming, doesn't it? If, conditional. If this happens, then do this. Or if this happens, then this is the result. And then at the end, kind regards is a neutral, polite sign-off suitable for people you're dealing with in a formal manner. Pardon me. You'll have to watch the video I did last week where I was talking about health and not feeling very good. But anyway, I'm almost better. Okay, so let's repeat. And it doesn't matter where you are. I want you to repeat the following phrases out loud. Yeah? So I'll say them and you repeat them. Could you please confirm the meeting time? Could you please confirm the meeting time? Did you say it? Could you please confirm the meeting time? Next one. You ready? I'd appreciate it if you could send the report. I'd appreciate it if you could send the report. Appreciate if you could send the report. Did you repeat it? Okay, if you did, and you've repeated both, you've got 2 points. Please let me know if you have any questions. Please let me know if you have any questions. Oh. Kind regards. Say that one. Kind regards. Yours sincerely. Some good phrases to practice. We could use them on the telephone as well. Very good. You repeated. Excellent. That's why we do this, isn't it? There's no practice, there's no progress. So repeat when I encourage you to. Could you repeat that, please? Very good. Let's look at some common mistakes that English learners may make. Pardon me. And for example, listen to this one. Is this correct or incorrect? Send me the file. Is that good, polite, indirect English? Send me the file. How would an English businessman express that idea? Could you send me the file, please? Could you send me the file, please? With that modal verb, could you? And then the word please. That's the magic word, they say. That's what my mum used to say. Please, it's the magic word. I wait your reply. I wait your reply. That's unfortunately bad English. I wait your reply. How do we say that? I look forward to your reply. I look forward to your reply. Or, yeah, is that good? I look forward to your reply. Wait is kind of a translation from some languages like Spanish. Espero tu respuesta. But it doesn't translate exactly. So how about this one? I'm writing you. I'm writing you. So perhaps that means that they're writing the word you, which isn't quite right. I'm writing to you. I'm writing to you. So the correct ones, could you please send me the file? Or could you send me the file, please? I look forward to your reply. I'm writing to you. Can you did you repeat those? Yes, that's brilliant. So we're going to do a little test now to see if you've been paying attention to the rest of the class. So what is the purpose of a subject or a subject line? Is it to end an email? The subject line, does it end an email? Does it show the topic clearly and simply? Does it mean to include an attachment, subject or subject line? What could that be? The answer's B. It's to show the topic clearly, to summarize what the email is all about. Okay, next question. Very good, Albimar. Excellent. You got the right answer there. It's the topic. Which is the most polite request? I'll give you 3 options. Send me the file. I need it now. Could you please send me the file? Is it A, B, or C? Send me the file. Or B, I need it now. Or C, could you send me the file, please? The answer is C. Could you send me the file, please? I'm sure you got that right as well. What does CC mean? I've CC'd you into this email. Does it mean cancel communication? Does it mean carbon copy, where you copy someone into an email? Or does it mean close conversation? Well, the answer is obvious there. It is carbon copy, where you copy someone into an email. That's answer B. Okay, true or false? Is this a polite and friendly opening? I hope you're well. Polite or rude? Is it polite? Is that true or false? Maria says C. I imagine that's for the previous one. The answer here is true. It is a polite way of asking for, a polite introduction to an email. I hope you're well. It's very nice, isn't it? Next one. Which sign-off is neutral and professional? Neutral and professional. Cheers. Kind regards. See ya or see you. Which would you say? Cheers, kind regards, or see you? Well, the answer is kind regards. That's very good, Maria. Excellent. You'll make a good student one day. What is the correct spelling for a formal message? What is the correct spelling for a formal message? That doesn't really make sense, does it? How do you spell sincerely? Let's do that. How do you spell sincerely? Is it S-I-N-S-E-R-E-L-Y? Is it C-I-N-C-E-R-E-L-Y? Or is it S-I-N-C-E-R-E-L-Y? Maria, I think you got it correct. It's quite small, I can't. Yep, well done, Maria, very good. Fill in the gap. Okay, I'm writing about your recent inquiry. I'm writing about your recent inquiry. The answer is, let's see if I can do this. Follow up. Excellent. Next question. True or false? You should never say the word please in a business email. True or false? Please. That's very unprofessional. No, actually, it is good to say please in an email. So that's correct. Use the word please in professional emails. Which line best closes a polite email? Is it see you later? Is it have a great day? Or is it the other one? Anyone? What's the phrase we used at the end of the email? Kind regards. Thank you very much for your time and help. Kind regards in the email example we saw earlier in the video. So I hope you did well with those questions. If you've just joined us, please, when the video is published officially, go back and watch it from the beginning. We've looked at 10 words to do with professional emails. We'll just repeat those very briefly. Subject line, attachment, recipient, CC and BCC, request, confirm, inquiry, follow-up, kind regards, sincerely. And we've looked at the grammar using polite indirect language with modal verbs, such as could and would, and using the word please. And we've looked at the basic structure of a professional email with the greeting, the purpose, the body of the email, and then the closing statements, as it were. So you'll be able to write great English professional emails after watching this lesson. Good. Just one more thing to say. Next time we're going to be looking at from writing to speaking, how to introduce yourself and build professional connections in meetings and networking events. So that'll be next week. Look forward to that. And don't forget, no practice, no progress. Subscribe to the video. Give us a thumbs up if you like this. And if you want to support us, I'll put the link to buymeacoffee.com/Santino, where you can give a little contribution. It's not actually a coffee, just a bit of money. Well, that's all from me. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.